Hello guys, hope you guys are doing well. Today's topic is OS module in Python. Python OS module provides the facility to establish the interaction between the user and the operating system. It offers many useful OS functions that are used to perform OS-based tasks and get related information about operating system. The OS comes under Python standard utility modules. This module offers a portable way of using operating system depending dependent functionality. The Python OS module lets us work with the files and directory. To work with OS module, we need to import the OS module. There are some functions in the OS module which are you can see on the screen. There are a couple of OS functions: name, M mk directory, get cw, rm directory, error, p open, close, rename, access. You might have gone used to it. Mk directory, make directory, get cwd, rm directory, read memory directory, errors, and these all the things. Let's get into details about each and every individual of these OS module functions. So let's start with OS name. This function provides the name of the operating system module that is that it imports. Currently, it registers POS, IX, NT, OS2, CE, Java, and Recons. Let's check out the example in the Jupyter Notebook. Let's start the Anaconda. This might take some time to start the Anaconda. Let's see. All right, Anaconda Navigator has been started. Right. This is our Anaconda Navigator, and just we'll scroll down to see Jupyter Notebook. Here is our Jupyter Notebook, and click on the launch, and it will take a couple of seconds to launch it. So I suggest you to use this Anaconda on a at least i5 processor, at least on 8 GB RAM, so that you might get a fast response rather than getting it a slow one. Right. This is our Jupyter Notebook. We'll go back to AI training session, and this is our test one IPY. I'll change this to I'll rename it from test one to what do you call that, Python training session. Right, this has been here. Now we'll go to Python OS module. Okay, enter, and let's see OS dot name module, and import OS print OS dot name. Let's see. So we're using NT operating system. That was it has displayed. Now we'll go to next topic, OS dot mkdir. OS dot mkdir. Open close. The os.mkdir function is used to create a new directory. Mkdir in DOS, you might remember if you have done a DOS or Linux, you use this function to create a directory. Let's check this out. Import os.mkdir, open. Let's create a directory in the uh, let's create a directory in, let me check what I have here. Let's create a directory in H, right? H drive, H, and H colon slash slash Python training. Let's execute this and see what will happen. It will create the new directory to the path in the string argument of the function in the D drive named folder Python training. Let's check this out. So we have a Python training here. See, now if I want to create another directory in Python training, testing, execute. Let's see one more time what will happen. So we have testing here in Python training. We have testing. The directory has been created, right? And next topic, os dot os dot get cwd, current working directory. It returns the current working directory cwd of the file. Let's check. Import os print os dot get cwd, execute. This is our current working directory. You can see AI training. This is under this user and this path, right? And os.chdr, the next one, os.chdr. This OS module provides the chdr function to change the current working directory. Change current working directory. Like import os.chdr to d colon slash slash, right? IMP. Now if I execute this, I'll copy this. I need to go back to this current working. Now you can see it here. Its current working directory is D. We have changed the current working directory to chdr. Now I'll change this to our current working directory is this. I re-execute this and you can see it, the current working directory it is D. Now I'm changing it to this. Hmm, right. Now I'll recheck. Nice. We are back on our current working directory. So make sure you use the double slashes so that it will work. Okay. OS RMDIR. RMDIR. Let's see what is RM os.rmdir. The rmdir function removes the specified directory with an absolute or related path. First, we have to change the current working directory and remove the folder. Let's see. Import OS. What we do is we'll change the current working directory because it will throw an error. We don't want to mess up with this folder. So what I do is it will throw a permission error. That's why we have to change the current working directly. Now I have deleted the folder h python training testing. This one I'll execute this. The system cannot find the path. Okay, sorry, we don't have a path. I'll execute this. So we have a h python training. So we will work out this example rmdir in that folder, right? So or else we can create it here os dot rmdir h, that was h, right? We'll copy this, right? And os dot chdir change directly dot then os dot rmdir, I'll change it to mere new dir, right? Let's check whether we have a python training here. Yes, we have a python training which we have created right now. I'll execute this code and see what do we have. rm, the system cannot find the file specified. Our new directory is not there. Sorry, I look check this one first, right? So osdir python training. I need to re-execute this. It has been deleted. Sorry. Okay, now we have a directory because it has been removed. Now we have a directory python training. Now from here we will execute it and see os remove directory. Windows error. The system cannot find the file specified python training. So because from this line the code has been executed and python training folder has been deleted. Now you can check this out. So we don't have a python training, right? Right. Next we'll go to os dot error. The os dot error function defines the os level errors. It raises os error in case of invalid or inaccessible file names and path. Let's try this an example. Os error, this one. Try if file does not exist, then it throw an IO error. Right. File name is equal to python.txt. F is equal to open file name dot ru. Text is equal to f dot read, f dot close. So we have open and close. Right, open close. Now the control jumps directly to here if any lines throws IO error except IO error colon print OS dot error will class OS error. Next, print problem reading, comma, sorry, we don't need comma, plus file name. Let's execute this and see problem reading python dot text. So the functions define the OS level errors. It raises OS error in case of invalid or inaccessible file name and path. So python.text is inaccessible, and the error whatever we have it except IO error, problem reading, and this is the error what we have. Right. Next, we'll move to OS p open. OS dot p open. Bracket open close. This function opens a file or from the command specified and returns a file object which is connected to a pipe. Which is connected to a pipe. Import OS fe is equal to python.txt p open is similar to open function. File is equal to open fd comma w writable. File dot write, this is awesome. File dot close, file is equal to open fd comma r, text is equal to file dot read, print text. Right, and now we'll execute this and see what will happen. We are not closed here. Error permission denied python.txt, right? So we'll have that permission error. We'll ignore this for a time being and we'll move on to further. P open provides gateway and access the file directly. File is equal to os dot open fd comma w, file dot write, this is awesome. Right, and now file not closed shown in next function. Execute this. So what we have it here is for numbers in error permission denied python.txt. So we don't have permission to open python.txt. What I do is I'll copy the python.txt into refresh in h uh, PHP users AI training python.txt. This is the one. I'll copy this and I'll paste it in h colon colon. So we'll try to change the path h colon slash slash. Let's execute this. Now the file has been opened. This is awesome. With this text into that Python file has been written, and this is awesome message has been displayed. I'll close this and awesome. I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'll execute this. See what we have. This is awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we have here. This is awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. File is opened with updated text. What we are trying to excuse me. Right. Next, we will move to next function, that is os dot close. This function closes the associate file with description fr. Right. Now import os fr is equal to I'll use the same path which we used h colon slash slash python.txt. Right. File is equal to open for comma r. Text is equal to file dot read. Print text os dot close file. Let's execute this. An integer os dot close file and it got type. I'll change this file to name to one. Okay. Uh, we have os dot close file. File is this. Now I'll execute this. Now we have an error, no such file or directory in H. The file not found error. Right. Now we will go to next one, that is os dot rename. Now a file or directory can be renamed by using this function os dot rename. A user can rename the file if it has privilege to change the file. Let's see how we can do that. Import os ft is equal to Control C Python and add os dot rename ft comma Python new dot txt. This is what we are going to rename it with a new one. Let's check the output. Hit shift and enter, and here see what will happen. At fd python new.txt, the process cannot access the file because it is being used by another processor. H python new. Right, let's check who is using oh fine. So our previous process is stopped there. So what I do is I'll change the file name to one python 1, and in our code I'll change the python to 1, and let's execute this line. Access denied. Why access denied? We should have an access. Permissions properties. security glass full access. Okay, edit, apply, system, administrator, user. Okay, apply. All right. Okay, let's see. Do we have permission for this? No, we don't have permission. Read right. Ah, sorry. Okay, let's. So we are facing a permission issue. Mm. All right, guys. Here it says win error 5. Access is denied because what we have given Python new. So we haven't given the source incorrectly. So now we have given the H drive Python new. So what we have in H drive is Python 1 and Python. So we are focusing on Python 1 to rename it. Alright, let's execute this code and let's see. So you can see it here, Python new file name has been changed. Right, hope this is clear. Next we'll move to os dot access. This function uses real UID GID to test if the invoking user has access to the path. Invoking user has access to the path. Let's see. Import os import sys path1 is equal to os dot access python.txt comma os dot f underscore ok, right? Print exist path1. Now checking access with os dot r underscore ok. Path2 is equal to os dot access python.txt comma os dot r underscore okay. First we tried f, now we are trying r. Okay, right. So we got to be careful with where we are ending the quotations, otherwise we'll have a error. Print it access to read the file comma path2. Now let's checking access with os dot w underscore okay. Path3 is equal to os dot access python.txt comma os dot w underscore okay. Okay, print it access to write the file path3, right? Next, checking access with os dot x underscore okay. Path4 is equal to os dot access python.txt, comma, os dot x underscore okay, print it access, sorry for this, check if path can be executed, path 4. Okay, let's execute this code and see what will happen. Exist path. So exist path is false. Do we have? No. It it access to read the file, false. It access to write the file, false. Check if the path execute, execu execute is false. The reason why is so the path, if we use h colon slash slash, no, and execute this. Exit path is true. The rest are false because I haven't given a proper path there. Hope you guys understood now. Now let's see and execute this code. So all are true, 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 true. Right, guys. Hope you understood all the functions in the OS modules. These are the main important functions. If you practice it, that will be good enough for your future. And if you have any doubts, feel free to contact me via email. So I'm going to give you a couple of projects at the end of this course, and I'm going to give you the solutions as well, so you'll have an end-to-end solutions, right? All right, guys, have fun. See you at next session.